So there's been a lot of discussion lately about the upcoming weapon balancing patch, and rightfully so. A lot of people are worried that some of these changes won't be good enough, or some of them might be too harsh. And a lot of people are responding to these concerns by saying, shut up, you haven't played it yet, so don't worry about it. And I stand somewhere in between these two positions. On one hand, I'm also concerned about these changes. Will the Gjallarhorn nerf be too harsh? Will the Thorn nerf be good enough to change the Crucible's name from Game of Thorns? Will the auto rifle buff be good enough to make them useful again? Find out in the next episode of the next patch. And the shitty part about that is that the next patch won't be dropping until September, right before the Taken King, which is actually really convenient for Bungie since this patch will boost player interest and player populations right before the Taken King, which will most likely result in some extra sales of the DLC. But I'm sure they wouldn't make us suffer for months just so they can make some extra money, right? Because if I said that, that'd be a conspiracy theory and we can't have that now, can we? Anyways, back to the topic. I think that a great way to solve this problem is with a CTE, which stands for Community Testing Environment. So I got this idea from DICE. They did a CTE for Battlefield 4, and in this environment you could test out all the new changes in the upcoming patches, which was great because the players could give their feedback on those changes before they were implemented into the game. And I know that the Destiny community would bust a nut for a CTE because they're really involved with this game, and I'm sure that they would love to test out these changes before the patch gets dropped. And I think that Destiny really needs a CTE because when it comes to weapon balancing, Bungie is slow as molasses. I mean, it took them 6 or 7 months to buff the pulse rifles, and look at how long it's taken them to address the broken state of the Crucible. So if this weapon patch isn't on point, you can be sure that it'll be a long time before we get the next balance patch. So if we're gonna get infrequent balance patches, they may as well be good, because if not, well, just look at how great the Crucible has been for the past few months. So how would the CTE work? Well, one way is that Bungie could make it a separate download. They could give you 3 maxed out characters with various weapons, and they could have you choose from 2 environments, one for PvE and one for PvP. Then you could go out and test all the new changes. You can test out the Thorn and the auto rifles in the PvP playlists, and you can test out the Gjallarhorn and Black Hammer and Icebreaker in PvE. Another way to do this would be to have a couple of CTPs, Community Testing Playlists. So in the Crucible menu, there'd be a new playlist in which the new changes would be in effect, and they would do the same for a Strike playlist. Personally, I much prefer this method of implementation because it's much simpler and I can load in with all the weapons that I want to test out. Now, I'm no programmer, so I have no idea if something like this could actually be done in Destiny. Maybe it'd have to be a next-gen only thing, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But like I said, I preferred a couple of CTPs over a CTE, but a CTE is better than nothing. Both of these options would be amazing in Destiny, so that we could test out these changes before the patch drops and we can give them our feedback on it most importantly. Just think, if we had a CTE, we could have prevented the auto rifle nerf, and we could have made the Crucible so much better. We could have played through the CTE and told Bungie, hey, auto rifles suck big donkey dick, so can you kind of hold back on that nerf a little bit? And the Thorn is really powerful, so can you adjust that a little bit? Having a CTE would be so great for Destiny. Well, that's it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not feeling too shy, drop a comment down below. Let me know which one you prefer, a CTE or a CTP. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And by the way, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That is awesome. I'm pretty damn hyped about it, and you can be sure that I'm going to be fixing this upload frequency problem. I know I've been kind of pooping the bed in terms of upload frequency, so expect some more videos this week. That's it for me though, guys. Over man, out.